Beautiful people, welcome back to our channel. You're here with me, Sreet and Stevie K. Okay, today guys, we're watching Free Fat Loss Diet Plan by India's best health expert.
Yeah, Luke Coutinho. Yes, we're looking at this on the channel TRS Clips. It's the Ranveer show. Also, BeerBiceps, he's got a few channels. Yeah, I am aware of him. I used to watch him actually before we even started doing the YouTube channel. And also we saw him do the interview Karamanati as well on this. On our YouTube channel. So yeah, we're going to check this one out. It's a bit crazy because we did actually react to, I don't know if I'm going to end up putting that on first or second, but we done the Dara Singh Thali challenge. We looked at, we watched that video, so the reaction on that. Now we're going to be looking at the Free Fat Loss Diet Plan by India's best expert. He needs to pass that information on to that guy. Hello. Thank you to Carpish for sending this one. Guys, if there's any others videos from BeerBiceps or, you know, the Ranveer show or TRS Clips that you guys want us to react to, do let us know. And if there's any other videos you guys want us to react to, also send us the clip or the links. And if you're new to our channel, don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Also check out the channel, which is called Our Touch. The links will be in the description below. I'll also put a link to, you know, Ranveer show's channel, so you guys can check him out if you haven't done so already. I'm sure you have. You're probably all aware. Shall we look at it?
Yes.
I think we all need to find out, have a free fat loss diet plan, certainly by India's best expert, health expert. So here we go.
Some of the best minds in the world bringing you some of the best knowledge on TRS Clips. One last question for you, and this is the highlight of this particular episode. We spoke about bio-individuality, which means that everyone kind of requires different foods and different, maybe nuanced lifestyle factors that suit their bodies the best, you know, whether there goes a weight loss or weight gain. But if I had to kind of bracket out a Luke Coutinho diet in terms of just some things that should be going into every single human body, irrespective of race, sex, creed, etc., etc., just all the variables in humanity. What are those common kind of food items or habits? And I'd love for you to give me this in a diet form so that people understand very easily. Like right from the time you wake up to the time you sleep, what are some general essentials? And you could even say, okay, protein portion or carb portion.
Okay. So I'm not going to use the word diet because I call it an ecosystem of food.
Sure.
Because if I'm fasting, I'm starting my day at 12 o'clock. I missed my breakfast. The point is, in a day, the way we want to look at it is, what does the human body need to survive and thrive? Whether I'm having breakfast or not, whether I'm having dinner or not. As long as I give my body these micronutrients, it's happy, it's going to protect us, its intelligence is going to be trained well to protect us and keep us surviving. So I need colors. Colors. Where will I get colors? Fruits and vegetables. Again, quality and quantity is everything. Bio-individual, I can't give you a portion size.
Do fruit and vegetable peels contain a lot of...
Absolutely. Absolutely. But again, I want to know my source. If I'm going to eat peels, okay, if I have cancer, I'm not going to do peels because if there are pesticides, infection. If I am supporting ethical farming and getting my fruits and vegetables, I'm going to have the peel. I'm definitely going to have the peel. So again, there's always that to look at, quality and quantity. So I can get all of my colors, which are my polyphenols, my flavonoids, my anthocyanins, which the human brain, body, everything needs. From my fruits, from my vegetables, from my nuts and from my seeds. I don't have to go expensive on this. Simple watermelon seeds, which are cheap, can give me that. Flax seeds. And then we can go expensive with Brazil nuts and all. But I'm saying, you take nuts and seeds. Can I get a portion of that? My good fats. Is it coming from one saturated source like a coconut oil or a pure ghee or an avocado oil? And my polyunsaturated, which I will find if I'm having 2 meals out of my home. You'll have enough of the polyunsaturated. And my monounsaturated, which are my olive oils. Okay, fantastic for my brain, everything, immunity. So I want my fats. Now my proteins, if you're vegetarian, you're going to get it from your legumes, you're going to get it from your lentils, you're going to get it from your nuts and your seeds, and your dairy, which is ethical and hopefully ethical because you don't want all the estrogen and the hormones in it. If I'm non-vegetarian, I'm going to get it from my ethically sourced meats, my fish, my eggs. That's what I'm looking at this point. Now my fiber is going to come from my vegetables and my fruits. My protein from those sources. My carbohydrates, can I have it? Absolutely, yes. It comes from my whole grains. My ancient grains, like my amaranths, my jowar, my bajras. Wheat suits you, go ahead and do it. Like wheat doesn't suit me, it makes me more hungry. Okay, because of the gliadin and the opiate receptors. But for some people, it's great.
Is it true that soil quality, especially in India, is depleted so much that the wheat we consume today is...
Absolutely.
Okay.
All over the world. Everything, not just wheat. Even spinach. If you say, oh wow, I'm getting X amount of iron in the spinach, make it half.
And this is because of pollution.
Soil depletion, it's because of the overuse of land, okay, use of fertilizers, growing crops which are only produce money. You don't have biodiversity amongst crops growing and stuff. All of that has, but it's changing. And soil can change if people change the way they farm. So that can change, and that will boost nutrients automatically in the foods that we eat.
Okay.
So these are the things. This is what I want. I want hydration. I want my water coming in. If sugar's coming in, again, it's got to be in small quantities. I can't have a sedentary lifestyle and have too much of sugar. I'm not burning it. If I want a cup of chai with a teaspoon of sugar, I'm an active person. I'm going to burn that teaspoon of sugar in 10 minutes. But if I'm a sedentary person, even that 1 teaspoon of sugar can cause problems. So when I look at food, I want to look at diversity, and especially the country that you live in.
Yeah.
What does India grow? Okay, so if it's growing mangoes in summer, it's a great fruit for you in the summer. But now people hold on to mangoes and freeze it, and they want to have it through the winters. The point is you can do it, but it was as nutritious as the time it was grown for you. So this is what a diet should look for all of us. Now, break it down to your bio-individuality, but most people are only going on macros. Low protein, low carb, high carb. Talk about micro deficiencies. And that is where your colors and everything that we spoke about comes in. And all the foods I mentioned, now you can extract superfoods. So pure ghee, saturated fat, superfood. Coconut oil, pure is a saturated fat, it's a superfood. Okay, your moringas, your green leafy vegetables, superfood again. Your pistachios, nut family, superfood again. So a superfood is a superfood when it has micronutrients at a high level, and that can suffice different functions in the human body.
Mr. Luke Coutinho, we're at the end of this episode.
Thank you.
We have to move into a much heavier episode. That's why I'm not going to give an all-out conclusion on this one. All I'll say is health and diet and movement. These are subjects that you need to keep revisiting over the course of your life, because I'm sure you're one of the world's most renowned health professionals, and even you're a lifelong learner. Yeah. Even you revisit concepts that you studied, say, in your 20s or in your early 30s.
Yeah, and we're constantly learning.
Yeah.
Because I may say pistachios are great, but then sometimes we learn that too much of it for this particular patient is not a good thing because it's got zeaxanthin and it doesn't go well with your drug. So we are always learning. Learning.
Yeah. But in saying that, physical health is governed by some mathematical flag posts as well, and people need to learn the math early on. And of course, the math is different for everyone's bodies, but you've got to keep experimenting with the healthy foods and figure out what works for you.
Absolutely.
Maybe bio-individuality is the theme of this particular episode.
And that was the video. What do you think?
Interesting. I mean, there's a lot of big words in there. I'm like, excuse me?
I do understand where he's coming from in the sense that, but at the same time, like things keep on changing. But sometimes I think there's too much information out there and so many people talking. Not them, not these guys. I'm not criticizing or anything like that. Don't get me wrong. Grew up eating, always say, proper. So like maybe I would say Indian diet, like Garda Khana kind of thing. I knew what I used to eat even till now for breakfast, for lunch, come back from school and eat, and then have my evening meal. And I was always slim and in shape kind of thing. And only, even when I started training and bodybuilding, I was still more or less on the same diet, wasn't I? And I was looking great, I was feeling great, I was always energetic, I was up in the morning, I could stay up like late at night. Things messed up when I started studying a lot more into bodybuilding, training, wanting to get bigger, wanting to get stronger. Then starting to eat what, like say, the Western world is saying, eat this to build more muscle, went away from my Indian Garda Khana, started eating more sort of Western, like, chicken and this, cooked in this way, that way. Wasn't so tasty, but you keep on going, your mind's there going, oh, it's good for your health, and it is, because it does go eggs healthy, chicken healthy, broccoli healthy, rice or whatever, depending on what you want. But it gets boring, and then all of a sudden, then you're basically going this way, you're going this way, and you're going, what do I do? And now I've gone sort of like full circle, not totally there, but I'm going back to eating more Indian Garda Khana. If Sweet's not, making anything or busy with work, then I have recently been starting getting food either marinated, or I'll cook it myself. And but I can't. I've realised myself that number one, I hate processed food. Number two, I do need to eat more vegetables and
Again, he was saying that we freeze fruit and veg. We do. It's out there
It's,
now. Like,
yeah.
So
Now
easy to
you
pick
go
up.
into like, you know, any shop and
The
store.
whole row of the fridge section will be all
Frozen.
salads, anything you can get
And vegetable.
frozen from. Even I'm even saying like onions, you can get them frozen. You can get cabbage, everything's frozen. And fruit is all frozen because it is expensive though, isn't it? Fresh fruit is so expensive.
I think
and then
also-
people look at it and thinking, hold on, I'm going to pay this much for a mango when I can buy a whole worth of a meal for the whole day.
We don't know what it's like in India,
But
but
that's
here
how it
in
is,
the UK, fruit and vegetable is more expensive than grabbing something like that, and then you're going.
To last you all day, yeah.
Yeah, and it's, you know, the other food will be filling, but they've like put the price for the sugary stuff, the unhealthy stuff is low, but the healthy stuff is high, and then yet they're telling people to all buy the healthy stuff.
Yeah, and then everything's frozen as well.
And
it's
then
quite-
also when you're buying processed food, it's easy to cook because you just chuck it in the oven and it's हो गया आधा घंटा पाव. You don't have to do no work. So when you got a busy lifestyle, again, it's trying to get out of that because then it also affects your children. But when you're making karda khana, you know it's going to take about आधा घंटा to a घंटा, like, you know, chopping everything up, making it, but it's probably the healthiest.
healthy. Do you know what you're
It's the
actually
healthiest,
eating?
and you know,
cleaning it yourself.
and
everything
truth,
else, so.
in honesty, it's probably the most enjoyable as well.
Yeah.
You know, so, but we've got to start. It's not just about saying that; it's about us like guys doing it. Like, you know, we have said
That's
that.
what we used to
How
do,
about if we, like, you know, do it like, you know, we just cook about 3 times a week, so one person can do it then, one person can do it then, and then we're still eating healthy and we know what we're eating. That was the plan. Anyway, that was good. Anything like you guys, any other videos similar or something that you guys think will be beneficial to everyone else? Do let us know. Send us the links, and don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one.
See you in the next one.
Take it easy.
Bye.
Bye.